Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. So today we're just going to go through the game announcements. So this is patch 2.8.0. This is for the Season 3 Void trial. So it's just going to go through exactly what is coming up for this Season 3 update. So let's start with the first thing, maintenance notice. So from from the 2nd of May at 10 o'clock to the 3rd of May 1:30. This is UTC. So effectively there'll be a maintenance time of around 3.5 hours, maybe more. But again, at this time, I don't think it should affect too many people. Just make sure that you do get your arena trials and your Yeez Grilled ventures done before the reset. So if you're gonna compete, best to do it before the 10 o'clock cutoff. Now let's go through the Season 3 updates. So at last, the Season 3 Void Trials is upon us. We shall embark on an adventure alongside the Valkyrie Dorabella, returning to the familiar realm of Eureka, where tales of adventure await, joining forces with the Void Hunter, who will fend off the onslaught of creatures summoned from the void. So it looks like we're going to go on an adventure with Dorabella. Hopefully that will mean that there's some update to her story within the Valkyrie Manor. That would be nice. So we'll just have to have a see about that and see how this story does play out. So first thing, new season synergies. Building upon the existing gameplay of the season synergy slate, 2 new season synergies are introduced: Void Summons and Void Hunters. Void Summoners. When summoning a creature to enter the battlefield or die, they will trigger the hero's passive effect additionally, and they have a powerful synergy with new heroes like Void Duelist Leandra, who releases a special move every time a summon appears on the battlefield, which is going to be a very powerful effect with units like Madeline on the Doomsdayers team, Janna on the Avengers team, and Portia as well, who summons units to the battlefield to replace an empty slot. So good heroes, especially with the changes that will be coming with this update as well. There are other videos on what stat changes are coming, so I won't go into that on this one. Void Hunters. When our side receives healing, it triggers an additional effect, converting a certain percentage of the healing received into attack and defense. That bit there, attack and defense, stacking the defense for your heroes, it may play a big factor, it may not. It depends on what the percentage is. So if it's like up to 3% of the healing received, up to a maximum of 5 times the attack. Those are just random numbers that I've pulled out, but seem to be relatively consistent. Similarly, heroes with this synergy accumulate energy with their actions and can trigger healing as well. So looks like it's all going to be based around the healing mechanic, how much healing can be done in quite a short space of time, and units which synergize with that. So Catherine will synergize well, Portia will synergize well, and Celine will synergize well as well. Now, some heroes will possess. Void. Some heroes will possess 2 season synergies. By consuming the exclusive item Synergy Insignia, players can activate either the original Valkyrie season synergy or the new season synergy. So what that means is you've got an ethereal synergy or a Glorian synergy or a Doom synergy that will be negated in favor of one of these new 2, so the Void Summons or the Void Hunter synergy as well. So looks like we'll be able to pick and choose, so to speak. If you prefer say the Mystifiers synergy in this one, you just won't activate any units within the Void Hunters or the Void Summons to get the Mystifiers synergy. Otherwise, it'll be overridden by the 2 new ones. So looks like heroes in Season 3 with the Void Summons. Season synergy include Astrid, Ophelia, Madeline, Halios, Janna, Gloria, Gwyn, Lysandra, Victoria, Dolhan, Mavis, Portia, Sandra, Leandra, new hero, and Narcissa, new hero as well. So a good list there, especially if you've been building up your collection over the past couple of months. In the seasons, or the previous seasons, so I can see Astrid and Ophelia from the previous, also from Season 2, Madeline and Lysandra from Season 1, and then the 2 new heroes as well, Leandra and Narcissa, or Narissa, from this season. Heroes in Season 3 with Void Hunter season synergy include Seraphina, Lamia, Athuzela, Althea, Lachesis, Eloin, Karnak, Marcia, Elma, Catherine, Talos, Basset, Albert, and Audrey, who is a new hero, and Halcia, who is a new hero as well. Only one season synergy can be effective during battles, the one with the most activated heroes. If 2 season synergies with the same number of activated heroes are present, the new season synergy will take effect. So if you have 3 Void Hunters, for example, and you have 3 Ethereals on the same team, then the new season synergy will override the previous one if you've invested your tokens into both. So just something to keep in mind. Now, new feature here, Season Trials. The new season feature, Season Trials, is about to meet everyone soon. The Season Trials is a competitive event open to all players, offering a wider range of opponents to match against. From the Master Tier and above, players will be matched with opponents from all servers. The Season Trials adopt a multi-team mode where players who win more matches emerge victorious. As a player climbs in ranks, they will also need to deploy more teams. So it looks like PvP, or the arena, but if you hit a certain rank, so Master 1 and above, Master Tier and above, it looks like you'll be fighting across all servers, which is very interesting, because currently it's limited to your current tier set, or your current server set. So for me, it's from T1 to T40, I believe, and then after that it starts S1 through to S40 and so on and so forth. But it looks like there's going to be a PvP event open to everyone, where you'll be able to fight other servers or other server sections as well. It's very interesting. During the 3rd and 7th weeks after the season starts, the World Arena will be open for 14 days each time. So it looks like you've got a 2-week window to get as high in the rankings as possible. So it does look very interesting. A brand new game mode, maybe very similar to previous ones, but it will include the season synergy as well. So a mix of Arena and Foggy Coliseum. Clash Arena. This is the 3rd new update, so new gameplay mode has been added to the Clash domain, introducing Clash Arena. During each round, the Clash domain, after meeting specific conditions, the Clash Arena will be unlocked 5 times, so it looks like you'll be able to compete in the Clash Arena 5 times. Each time the arena is unlocked, based on the current room rank, administrators can dispatch a certain number of teams to participate in battles. After each arena is unlocked, all members in the room will receive 3 interaction opportunities, allowing them to cheer or mock other guilds. Depending on the interaction results, corresponding positive or negative effects will be applied during the guild battles. So it looks like we're going to have an arena within Clash Domain as well, where guild leaders and guild administrators will be able to send certain units to the arena to fight to obtain more points than they normally would. Quite handy, especially when you've got, if you're a guild leader, you have 16 troops on one, when only 1 or 2 teams will need to fight over that specific slot or that specific grid area. So it looks very interesting. It looks like they're adding and building upon the already existing gameplay for the Clash Arena. Very interesting. It looks like here you're able to cheer or mock other guilds. So I suspect that will be attack increases, attack decreases, defense. You know, a lot of different ways to do that, and it looks like you'll have 3 of those interaction opportunities. So it might be worth keeping a closer eye on who's competing in that guild Clash Arena. Now, the artifact system update. Legendary artifacts have emerged once again. There are a total of 12 legendary artifacts, bringing even more powerful buffs to our heroes. To make artifact combination strategies more diverse, the Resonance Order item has been added to the Chaos Shop. When used, it will increase the maximum artifact cost, allowing players to deploy more artifacts for combination, with a maximum increase of up to 36 artifact costs. So it looks like you'll be able to buy that alongside the actual artifacts themselves and the sweep chances. So hopefully they'll be dishing out a lot more of the currency that you can use to buy, because I've seen images and it looks like 120k for one of the artifacts or a couple of the artifacts that you can get, the legendary ones. It would be nice if you could carry the artifacts that you've already collected over, but we'll have to see. I don't believe that'll be the case. I think you'll have to start from scratch, which is a bit of an L, but it is what it is. It looks like there'll be some legendary artifacts and also an increase of artifact costs, so it effectively doubles the amount of artifacts. So hopefully we'll receive a lot harder content this time round, having to purchase the most effective artifacts for the team that you're currently running. Now, so this is number 5, Season 3 Legendary Heroes. The Astral Keeper, Nerissa, she's an Avenger, a Royal, a Deviant, and a Phantom, which looks absolutely fantastic. So that she'll have synergy with Janna there. She'll have synergy with Persephone there as well. So you'll be able to make effectively a full Phantoms team with your Avengers now, so it looks very interesting, especially on Deviants, where you'll get the Deviant synergy, healing effects and or the leech effects, and also the Holy Shield as well. Void Duelist Leandra, she's a Valinator, Royal, a Deviant and a Protector, so it looks like she's going to link up well with Themis, she's going to link up well with Elune, she's going to link up well with Nyx and also Marcia there as well. So a good addition, it looks like to me. I've not seen any of the stats, I've not seen any of the abilities, but from the synergies alone, she does look like she's going to fit in quite well, as long as she does physical damage. If she does magic damage, that's an L. Radiance Reaper Audrey, she's a Glorian, a Royal, a Celestial and a Monarch. You'll be able to have, she'll work well with Talinas, she'll work well with Lily and Leah, and she will work well in a number of other Monarch builds, but having 3 Monarchs on your Glorian team, and then the 2 strikers, so Naui and Seraphina, I think are going to be really impactful. That's going to be a very good synergy to have. The Monarch synergy, I believe personally, is the best synergy that there is, followed up closely by strikers, and then finally you've got effectively the free-to-play unit, which you should receive copies of throughout the course of the season. She's a Doomsdayer, a Shadow Arc and a Monarch. So the Monarch synergy, I don't think that will work too well in the Doomsdayers. From the top of my head, I can't think of many Monarchs in that Doomsdayers besides potentially Merlin. And then the Shadow Arc doesn't fit in altogether too well, so I think that might just be an L for the free-to-play players if you want to start using this unit. But again, I don't know what she does. She may provide an incredibly powerful buff to the Doomsdayers team, irrespective of the synergies, but typically for the synergies for Dooms, you're looking for a Phantom synergy to go well with Methuselah. You're looking for Enchanter's synergy to go well with Helios or Athena. You're looking for Striker's synergy to go well with go well with Doris as well. So not too fitting for me, but that's it is what it is. It's one of those free to play units, and you'll pick up copies throughout the course of the season anyway. Might be worth having a look once the actual details do come out. So number 6, you got Season 3 Legendary Relics. So you got Forbidden Chest, which is a Glorian and Avengers. Deploying heroes from different factions. All relics have a chance to activate twice, which again I think would stack on top of the existing chance to activate twice, depending on if you hit certain conditions. So Excalibur, for example, will activate twice if you've got a crit rate higher than 200%, I believe. The Blades of Chaos look to activate twice if you've had 2 or more revives, just stuff like that. And that will happen on top of, so you could get potential 3 activations. That going alongside the Spear, I think is going to make a very powerful combination, unless the Forbidden Chest is supposed to go in slot 1, in which case it'll be a replacement effect. So just something to keep in mind. And then Judgment Blades is a Valinators and Doomsdayers synergy. Deploying heroes with different rune synergies increases the damage dealt of all relics. So the first one, by the way, just to clarify, different factions is your Dawnbringers, your Verdant synergies, your Shadow Arc synergy, Celestials, Deviant synergy, stuff like that. And then the second relic will be for rune synergies, so Strikers, Monarchs. Yeah, Strikers, Monarchs, and then, oh sorry, that one's Shadow Arcs. The other one is it's your Dawnbringers, your... Oh no, it is. So the other one, the last one, the rune synergies is like Phantoms, Strikers, Monarchs, stuff like that. So very interesting. Deploying increases damage dealt of all relics, so it does increase the damage of relics. They're not doing too much as it stands. They're doing nowhere near as much as the units, but it might be enough to push certain relics over the edge and make them viable moving forward. So new heroes added in Season 3 Archives is Katrina and Basset. I'm not too sure where the Season 3... the Season 3 Archives, if you own a copy of Katrina and you own a copy of Basset, you'll see an increase right from the start of the season. You can find that here in the Season Archives. So as you can see, if you own Eloin, Ophelia, Astrid, Christine, Nawi, Persephone, this will be added to. So it looks like if you own the new seasons, you'll get these up here. So team attack, defense HP, 45% during the season. Damage of all allies, 10% in Clash Domain, Foggy Colosseum, and Grey Shroom Realm. And that will be increased depending on the level of the units that you do have. So as you can see here, if you have 4-star Persephone and 4-star Nawi, you'll get the 5% buff or the 10% in total. And again, Christine, if you have her all the way up, will provide that passive buff, same as the new season units as well. So interesting that they've gone with Katrina and... Bear with me. Interesting that they've gone from Katrina and... where have we gone? Katrina and Basset, but I guess they are very common heroes and people should have copies of them because they are relatively good in their own respective teams. So other updates, 777 getting an increase to 999, number of summons increases to 240, 240, 240 and 260 respectively, and 19 summon tickets are gifted when the round begins. For veteran players who have already finished multiple rounds of this, you'll get an additional 20 summon tickets. Players who've completed the first 4 rounds of 7 events can collectively receive 80 summon tickets. So if you've already completed all of your rounds, you'll get the 80 summon tickets, and if not, you'll be getting 20 per round that you've completed so far, looks like. So yeah, it's great for me. I think you'll get the additional um, sort of 6 chances at getting a better unit, which is always good, increasing that chance. Now, to ensure that summons can participate in battles more promptly and effectively, we've made adjustments to the game mechanics. This is a big one. Now, when the team comp includes heroes with summoning abilities, an extra slot will be automatically added into the front row at the start of battle, so you can have potentially up to 6 units on the battlefield at any given time, depending on your setup. So if you have a Janna, for example, when she takes her first action, one of her minions will appear in an additional slot on the front row. Similarly with Madeline and Portia, they're summoned, so the little dragons, and I can't remember what Portia summons, but she does summon. You'll get one of those additionally, so it can be very useful, and I do see how it can benefit, but those summons are typically quite weak. Perhaps putting an extra target on the battlefield will be very interesting, but we'll have to see. To stimulate competition between guilds and prevent the majority of guilds from concentrating in the same ranks, we have introduced 3 new ranks to this season: Supremacy 1, 2 and 3. Additionally, we will increase the points earned by guilds ranking high in each round of the Greyshroom Realm and the arena as well. So the better you are, the better your guild is, the more points you'll be getting. And there'll be 3 additional ranks, as I suspect that a lot of the or a few of the guilds have been reaching max rank and not being able to progress any further, and it's causing a lot of strife within the guild community. Number 4, added Elmer and Christine to the Oracle shop, so you'll be able to buy those as of the 2nd of May. Elmer, very good unit, especially combined with the shield from this season. I suspect they'll be bringing that back over, so you'll be able to have effectively an immortal team if you are willing to invest in Elmer. And to optimize the gaming experience, players can activate the auto clear feature after completing chapters 1 of the Tome of Aetherian, and the auto clear function after completing chapter 2 of the Chaotic Space. So you'll be able to click the auto clear and it will just complete the majority, same as the Labyrinth does now. So you'll be able to just click that button and hopefully you'll get a clear or a perfect clear. Now, player feedback adjustments. So we've adjusted the realm skill Calamity Reborn usage rules. Skill can only be used once per chapter against the same target guild. So you're not focusing on fighting the... so you use your Calamity Reborn on 4 different units, 4 different bosses within, or 3 different, and then the opposing guild will defeat one, and then you put them back to where they were previously. I can understand the frustration that certain guilds would feel having all of their progress wiped out. It is a bit of a nasty one compared to the other Calamity, which gives increase in percentage. But again, I think it's good for the game, and it does allow for more competition within. It sort of puts a breaker or gives you a break if you are competing as well. Now, added a single damage display in the Abyss Crusade ranking, and optimize the reports of the Foggy Coliseum. During the first week of the new season, players can view reports from the final round of the Foggy Coliseum in the previous season, just to give you a bit of an advantage on what teams, what setups, and what order setups are going to be using. So that's it from me. It's the full update. I'm very excited about this update. It's going to be very interesting to see how the season does progress, and if these updates, when they are implemented, if they do have a big impact on the game, or if they're negligible and we just don't notice them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you can leave a like and subscribe if you do want to see more content. Be happy to go ahead and do that with you. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a good day.